From the windy city skies to the bright game lights. Two bros talk ball, yeah, they live that life. Big wheel with the 5J dubs with the float. Breaking down plays, only real fans know. Pads pop, turf shakes, time to ride. Monkey stomps thunder through the field tonight. Run with a purpose, bring that pride. Chicago strong, let's ride, let's ride. Best bros, we run with a purpose. Heart of the game, yeah, you know we deserve this. Big wheel, J-Dub calling all fans. From Soldier Field to the contest stand.
Greetings and salutations. I am Big Will.
J-Dubs, where'd that accent come from?
Don't worry about it. And we are the Bears Bros Podcast.
Jesus.
Dude,
Yeah? What's up?
what's going on here?
It's...
You do know that's a Lions jersey, not a Bears jersey.
Yes.
You know what that means.
I do
It
know
can
that.
mean only one thing.
That I have a betting problem.
You need to stop making wagers on Bears games when it comes to jerseys. I had that problem in the past. Had to wear an Aaron Rodgers jersey, so on and so forth. You just need to stop. Just say no.
No, I know, but see, you see, I have, not only do I have a drinking problem, which I'm aware of, I have this gambling problem, okay? And we all know, after the second game, I had to wear a Lions jersey, and he's doing his drink right now.
Yeah, I mean, I need it. I might have to get one of the stronger ones because just
That's what she said.
it hurt.
And so
It's just hurtful watching it.
And so, once again, I made a bet with a good friend, Jess John. She's a Lions fan. I wore an Aiden Hutchinson after week two. And the bet was still, for the season. So, luckily, I am wearing a very well-respected Barry Sanders. So,
Yeah, there is a silver lining, though. We lost that game, and Johnson called the team out, and then we went on a win streak.
yeah.
So, could that happen again? Could the stars align? And because I knew you were going to wear that jersey, I decided to go with the Bears running back legend myself. Because, ironically, the jersey he's wearing happens to be mine.
And I'm not standing up because it is a night gun on me, but
Well, they don't call me Big Will for nothing. Even though I was a hell of a lot bigger years ago.
you're sexy.
Weight-wise.
You're
but-
sexy. You're sexy. So I want to just start off with the complete horrible bad juju because spoiler alert, it's coming later in. The last two shows, I had predicted what was going to happen.
No, actually, I think you thought we were going to win.
No, I said we were going to lose against the 49ers. And
Oh, yes, that is correct. My bad.
can you imagine if we did like shots every time one of us was wrong on this show? I think we should try that next year.
You going to find us a designated
Hey.
driver?
This is my house. I'm not fucking going anywhere. No, so
Good
all right.
Lord.
All right, listen. Playoffs.
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 Yes.
Not practice.
Not practice.
Practice.
Playoffs.
All right. Listen, Saturday, 8:00. He's definitely here.
I am.
I don't care what you got going on. You're here.
We didn't get a chance to watch the last game
No,
due to stuff we won't get into.
I appreciate that. Hold on, just so everybody's like, I know that our views are going up like 5,000 views every week. What had happened last week? My wife and we had to put our dog down, so that's why he was not here. So just didn't want anybody thinking like there was anything marital.
You were dealing with a family emergency.
Yep. So
and rest in peace, Doze. He was a staple of any Bears game that we watched. So
yep. And I do like to say, I appreciate and respect you last week. You weren't. Normally, when we don't watch the game together, I'm blowing up his phone, he's blowing up my phone. He was with his wife. They were watching the game, and I was texting him, but he was not responding. And finally, I just said, hey, I'm watching the game. I really wasn't, but I was, and so I want to just, that's just absolute respect. So I appreciate you on that. Just, so yeah, let's talk about the game. Not only was I dealing with that, but I obviously, and I was not drinking. I fucking lied. No. I did not like the first 2 and 3/4 quarters.
Okay, I'm a full disclosure. Just like the Cincinnati game where we didn't have the opportunity to watch it together, I went to a local bar and grill
Yep.
with the wifey because they're a restaurant. My kid went with, even though, 1 minute she's into Bears football, next minute, so on and so forth.
She's a teenager.
And we watched basically the first half. And there's like, are we staying for the whole game? And I wanted to, but unfortunately the place does not believe in heat. So it was freezing. I was getting frustrated because we were not playing well. So I said, okay, let's leave. And then the first touchdown happened. So I'm like, what? Because I'm not watching the game, the Bears make the comeback? So I'm listening on the Sirius XM radio app the rest of the game.
But now that explains why I'm texting you this, and there's like nothing. And I'm like, okay, so go ahead.
So we get, and I'm listening on the XM, and it was right after we tied the game. We got the second touchdown. I'm like, are you
second
kidding
touchdown
me?
to who?
I'm having brain farts right now. My age is kicking in. Who got the second touchdown? No, Coastal Loveland. Sorry. That's right.
Wait, turn the head around. You know, like in the Stallone movie, Over the Top, when he would turn.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a classic.
No, the other way.
No, I'm leaving it this way.
But,
That's
okay,
the reason why I got this hat, so I can have it.
So
Bears
fourth
both
quarter.
ways. Yes.
Yep.
And I was listening to that, and we were getting into the end of the game, and there was the chance to win, and I'm feeling confident that we were going to make it happen again. And that's why, in all honesty, I have a lot of respect for the way that we've reacted of we didn't set things up the way that we needed to. And it's got me really feeling positive about what we're going into for the playoffs. That no matter what, if we are in the game, we have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it didn't pan out that way. But after getting monkey stomped in the first game,
Yep.
and that did not happen in this game.
Mm-hmm.
After the track meet in the San Francisco game, and
Yeah.
our offense showed up in the second half. The problem is they didn't show up in the first half.
Yep.
And, of course, our defense, the way I look at it is this has got to be a wake-up call for Dennis Allen to get your shit in gear, or we are going to be one and done. We're going to be a joke because it's going to be one and done versus our rival.
Mm-hmm.
And it will put into serious question as to whether or not he should remain our defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. I mean, he's had a very positive effect on our defense, but when's enough?
Right.
I mean,
Agreed.
there is reports that possibly Gordon will be back, and the silver lining to that is when he came back the first time is when we kicked the crap out of the Cowboys in that game, and that completely changed our season.
So, we lost the first two games of the season, and then we went on a 4-game win streak. Now, just saying, we've lost 2 games. It's going to take 4 games to win the Super Bowl. Hey, I'm just saying, whatever. We'll see what happens.
That's one hell of a.
I'm just saying.
That's a 4 I wouldn't mind putting up.
I'm just saying. So I'm watching the game. I'm kind of watching the game. I'm watching the game. I'm kind of not. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, fuck is the run game? Now, we held them kind of in check for the most part. They did not put up a 50-burger.
Especially Gibbs.
And I'm sitting there, I'm watching the game, and I'm dealing with everything else, but I'm trying to watch the game, I'm texting you, and I'm just thinking, like, fuck is the run game? I'm like, this is what we do. We run the ball. And then, it was just blah. And then second half comes, and I'm watching, and I'm just drawing a blank, but Jadava Walker, right? Did I say that?
I believe it's Jade, but
Jade
I know who you're talking about.
got his touchdown.
Skywalker got the celebration.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, no way we get the 2-point conversion. And who got the first 2 point?
I believe it was Monangai.
Good, because I forgot.
I mean, that's fair since I forgot that Loveland got the second touchdown.
So now, if I'm not mistaken, we're down 16-8.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 13-8?
No, it was...
Were they up 16-0?
Because we got two-point conversions to tie the
Okay,
game.
so we're down 16-8. And our defense we're starting to get pressure. I think Austin Booker... Oh, yeah, so another thing I was sitting there and I'm watching the game, and I'm like, I cannot do any better than anybody else. But I'm like, put your fucking hands up. Put your hands up.
And he has been doing that a lot the last couple of weeks.
But when I was watching the game, I'm like, everybody, just put your hands up, right? Just knock the ball. Anyways, again, this is why we're couch GMs. This is why we sit here, we do this.
Oh, absolutely.
So then the drive, right? The drive for the second touchdown. Holy shit! Of course, I'm watching the game. I'm not. I got out. I was like, yes. And I'm not gonna lie, I was drinking. But anyways, I probably already said that. And then I'm like, there's no way we're getting a 2-point conversion.
And it happens again.
And Cole Kmet got drilled, hung onto the ball. Now, I'm like, no shit. But I'm still wondering, where's our run game? Where's our run game?
It's been inconsistent since, I would say, pretty much the Philly game.
Yeah.
Because you had two running backs for the first time in 40 years have over 100 yards in a game, and then they've been non-existent. I don't know if it's because our offensive line has been kind of banged up, or we're going up against better defenses. It's I don't know. I don't know if it was they're trying to build Caleb's confidence by having him throw more, and which, I mean, he almost got ended the no 4,000 passer conversation. He did break the Bears single season record, which is cool because he is our barring injury and the negative of free agency. Hopefully, he will be our quarterback for the next decade and a half.
Yeah. But again, I'm going to say, why did we not draft Tyler Warren? I am why
we picked
the
wrong.
Who do we got?
I believe we got Colston Loveland, who sometimes in sports, comparing a player to somebody from the past sometimes is a negative. Like when we drafted Adam Shaheen and they called him Baby Gronk. Tom Brady himself referred to Colston Loveland as Baby Gronk.
Now, why didn't we draft Tyler Warren? I mean,
the one thing I will say about Ben Johnson is the man knows what he's doing, and he had Sam Laporta in Detroit, and everybody, their comparison was that Colston Loveland was another version of Sam Laporta.
So I have a question, or I have a statement.
Go ahead.
I just like to say that Colston Loveland only led the Bears in receiving receptions.
The first tight end since Mike Ditka, the coach, to lead the team in receptions and had over 700 yards. We had one hell of a receiving core of 4 receivers over 600 yards in receiving. Mind you, Rome, who's back, possibly
after 3 games, yep.
Was out all those games. DJ has been MIA the last 2 weeks, but
I knew we were going to go right down this road, but I just want to say, and I'll give it right back to you, we talked many times on our show, next man up mentality. So who was it? Luther Burden.
Yes.
Colston Loveland.
Yes.
Jade
Walker has come up big time. It seems like any big touchdown we've had since the Green Bay game, Janae
Yep.
Walker. The flea flicker
Yep.
was Luther Burden.
And
It was
Luther-
like when you need somebody to step up.
Yep.
And here's the question: what would Loveland's stats be if he had been the guy the whole season?
But here's the thing, though. We talk about Monungai and we talk about Swift and we talk about DJ and Rome and this. That's what we need. That's what. If you have other than Mike Wilson in Arizona. I mean, let's face it. The tight end there,
For
Arizona.
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride, 114 catches.
Yes.
But imagine if a team had, like when Peyton Manning led the Denver Broncos, I believe, he had 3 1,000-yard receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
But I don't believe any one of them was a tight end.
no, it was Demaryius Thomas. It was not Wes Welker, but the other white guy. Sorry, white guy. I can't remember who it is. Maybe
Wasn't it McCaffrey's daddy?
no.
Oh, no, that was with John Elway. Sorry.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is like, there was times that we were not going to the tight ends, and
Correct.
now that it's like, whoa, wait.
That was one of the biggest criticisms last year of Cole Kmet is a stud. Why are you not using him?
Yep.
And we started somewhat using him a little bit more at the beginning of the season, and then Loveland just said, hold my beer. I'll show you why you drafted me number 10.
And, Cole Kmet obviously is replaced, but all he does is go out there. He may have 2-3 catches for 20 yards, but that one catch he's going to make is going to get us the first down, and he's going to get the...
Or is get the swing.
Yep, I'm just saying. So to answer your question, I'm sorry, I got way sidetracked.
No, it's all good.
I like the fact that we have 2 600 or 700-yard rushers. You throw in Caleb with another 200 or 300. I like the fact that DJ Moore and all of them may have 40-some catches, but 600 yards, 8 touchdowns. That's what we need because I know that either you or I guess that's like a weird way to say that I know, but I can't remember. We both said, I'm really just not with it. Who are you going to guard? You're going to guard Rome? Fine, then this person's going to be. And now it is because.
And that's why it could be a nightmare for Green Bay's secondary with Rome coming back.
Right.
Because if he comes back 80% of what he's been at the beginning of the season, who are you going to watch? You're going to watch him?
Yep.
Then DJ's open. You're going to watch him? Burden's open. And if you're going to watch him, there's Loveland and Kmet. And
There's Walker.
Loveland has been a...
Yeah.
Yeah. You throw that to him. And I found it funny because obviously the commentators do what they... And when he had the one drop in the San Francisco game, and Collinsworth is like, this kid doesn't drop any passes. And then he drops one. He's had a few drops earlier in the season, but...
And I believe also in the Detroit game, Luther Burden dropped a pass.
Yes.
But you're not going to put the game on one play. Now, I could see, like, if Luther
Or at least
Burden...
not on the offense.
I'm just getting right. I could see, like, if Luther Burden dropped 3 passes. I mean, but hold up. Stop me if you ever heard this before. Superstar CeeDee Lamb, he's probably on his way to the Hall of Fame. How many passes did he drop this year?
Probably a lot.
I mean, didn't he drop...
And he got eclipsed by a...
3 passes in one game? But that's okay. But you don't put the game on him. But, yeah, because, it's the last game of the season. I'm just saying, he dropped 1 pass. Who doesn't... I just want to say something. And this
Except
is
for Larry Fitzgerald.
He's got more tackles than drops. You know that shit? That's fucking...
Yeah.
Now, best wide receiver of all time, Jerry Rice, right? Hands down. Okay, he's not seeing where I'm going with this. He's not picking up what I'm laying down. Do you know
he is
that?
great, but there are some receivers that...
Do you know that when he first started out, he couldn't catch a fucking pass?
Yeah.
He couldn't. And look where he went. So if everybody wants to say, oh, that catch could have set up, yep, that's right. But you know what? Maybe if Caleb would have scrambled or maybe if Swift would have ran a little better. I'm just saying, 1 catch, I'm not worried about the offense except for the running game. Where is... month ago, you did a missing persons report.
And Swift
I want
was-
to put out another one. Where the fuck is the running game?
I mean, you're not wrong because
It's funny that you're wearing Walter Payton and I'm wearing Barry Sanders. Where's the running game?
And like I said, you're not wrong because what has been our biggest success is when the running game is on point.
Yes.
When you know that you hand it off to Swift and he's going to run off a 7-yard run or possibly 10 because we've had the most big plays in the league and most of them have been from the running back position.
Yeah. And then, so you run them down and all of a sudden then you bring in the bruiser back, Monungai, who runs with a purpose. What, you know?
Weirdly enough, we haven't said that a lot lately because they stopped running the ball.
I just don't.
And here's another problem that we're running into. Not only have they stopped running the ball, but when they run the ball, especially with Monungai, what does he do? Runs right into people. He's not cutting to the outside, which has gotten them a lot of their big runs. Mm-hmm. But you're going to run right into no holes.
Yep. I mean, what's happened there? I mean, it's like our offensive line is just like this.
And when are you going to pick that up? And yes, we have an amazing running backs coach. That's why there's some people fear that he's going to be going elsewhere, especially back to his old home, which is funny that a team's actually considering hiring Matt Nagy.
I know. I read the report. He's going to try to do better than he did the first time. Fuck off, Matt Nagy. Fucking you.
What's he going to do? Hire Matt Eberflus as his defensive
Matt Nagy needs to go suck Patrick Mahomes' dick right about now. That's the only reason why he got. Yeah, that's the only reason why he.
Can't say that.
He's the only reason why he got a head coaching job because. Anyways, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, and I think he did Mitch Trubisky dirty, and he destroyed Justin Fields.
Yep. Hell yeah.
And then Matt Eberflus comes in and didn't make it any better.
Fuck no.
So, but we have a coach now.
Yep.
I mean, of any coach that we've had in a long time, has turned this team into a team with an identity, which is great. It's got everybody talking about we have a legitimate shot to be playing on February 8th. I believe that's the date of the Super Bowl. But because we have a very good chance of beating Green Bay. Yes, it's the rubber match. Yes, there's questions. Yes, they're beat up. It can go either way. But as I was on the way here, ESPN Radio put out an First Things First on Fox brought up an interesting point that in the playoffs, when it is the third showdown between division rivals, the visiting team is 0-8. And I forget who is the visitors in this game?
Oh, I know that one. I know. We have a home playoff game, so that makes the Packers.
So that means if history repeats itself, like it's done 8 times, the stars are aligned in our favor. Hopefully, we're not 1-8.
Okay, so I wanted to say, I thought you were going to talk about weather because I heard somewheres the weather's supposed to be blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, we all know Green Bay, Chicago, they play outdoors. Weather is going to be what it's going to be. It's not going to affect either team, or it's not going to favor either team, is what I'm saying.
Which is true.
And
it was very cold in the last game.
Yep.
And
I just want to say, and I said it many, many times, let's say we lose in the first round of the playoffs. Let's just say we do, okay? We're not even supposed to fucking be here right now. Okay?
I was waiting to hear you say that.
We are the 1997 Florida Marlins, except for we're not going to have a dumpster fire. Yeah, we're not. But anyways,
hopefully.
Yeah, no, hell no. I'm just saying we're not.
No, I'm talking about trading off our young assets to make everybody else better.
But we're not even supposed to be here, and I have said it many times. Okay, so we've already won the NFC North.
Yes, check.
If we lose, right, whether we get blown out or we lose by whatever, don't matter. Look at what we have to build on. Look at what Ben Johnson did in his first year.
And with Caleb Williams, everybody questioned of whether or not he's the guy.
He's the guy.
And if the NFL's advertisement for the MVP race,
I saw my minute.
yes, I sent that to you. They've got Matt Stafford, Drake May, which everybody's saying is the two-headed race. But then there's Trevor Lawrence, who coaching matters.
Yep.
And then there's Caleb Williams. Those two three of the four are prime examples of how coaching matters.
Absolutely.
You could say the same thing about Stafford, about how he was a number 1 overall pick. He wasn't getting it done in Detroit. He goes with Sean McVay. He's hoisting a Lombardi.
And he didn't really have great talent when he left Detroit, right? Or when he went to the Rams. Detroit, actually, he had better weapons around him, right? Because he still had Megatron. No.
Correct.
No,
until
Megatron was gone.
Until he got Cooper Kupp.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
The biggest pieces were on the defense because you have Aaron Donald.
Oh,
that's
Jesus Christ, yeah.
That's a whole nother... Yeah, you had Aaron Donald.
Enough said. Hall of Famer. Guy's great.
That's not even a debate.
Fuck no.
I mean, I would say the last 20 years, one of two of the biggest game-changing defensive players.
God, yes.
Next to, and I still question of how amazing he would have been, barring injuries, is J.J. Watt.
Oh, yeah. His injuries, he probably could have broke the sack record.
Broke the sack record, would have been the first person to win the Defensive Player of the Year 4 times because Aaron Donald tied him.
Do I see a theme here? 4? I mean, I'm just saying. We said 4.
Not
4.
2, not 3, but 4.
You gonna do a little spinning Rooney if you hit 5? No.
How many times do I have to tell you? If I try to do a spinning Rooney, you're going to be calling for a medic.
No, my wife has medical... She has medical knowledge. You're fine. Trust me.
Okay.
Our viewers... Listen, for all of you
I'll
who
be
watch
embarrassed
this...
spending like Seth Rollins
listen.
constantly on the injury report.
Listen, all of our viewers, in your comments, if you want to see Mr. Will White, a.k.a. Big Will, attempt a spin-a-rooney, 100 comments say yes, he will do it. Of course.
It's gonna be yes. I will agree to that one.
100
and
comments.
Because everybody knows, I also am host of the Pins and Wins podcast, and I always say wrestling is my first love. Football is my mistress, and that's where.
Okay, so if
yes,
100,
I will attempt the spin-a-rooney.
If 100 comments say yes to the spin-a-rooney, you're gonna do it. I'll even make it easier on you. You can wait till it's nice out and we can go out in the backyard.
Yes.
It'll be easier for the ambulance to come get them.
Yes, I will attempt the spin-a-rooney. I will try to make Booker T as proud as I can be. But yes, I will attempt the spin-a-rooney especially since we beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
And if we make it to the Super Bowl and win, I will do 2 spin-a-roonies.
Holy shit.
I feel that vibe about my team this year, that it is a legit possibility.
Absolutely, it is.
Because everybody's talking about there's no clear favorite this year, and there are... Even though, don't tell my wife I said this, there is questions about Carolina, and part of me kind of agrees, but she's going to be happy that she was very ecstatic that the Carolina Panthers made it to the playoffs thanks to the Atlanta Falcons, and in return they fired their head coach. Which it's like, technically, if everything was better, you were in the hunt for first place, and you still fire your coach.
Yeah. I just want to talk about the Carolina Panthers. I think the Bryce Young experience was the same as the Justin Fields thing. You just treated him like shit. You didn't help the young man out, and he showed This is his third year, right? Yes, third year.
Yes, because he was drafted the year before Caleb.
So he gets a new coach. That's not the same coach for 3 years, right?
No, because he started out with Frank Wright, and they said that he's had 3 different coaches because Frank Wright got fired in season.
Right.
I forget who replaced him, and then Dave Canales now.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, he's doing pretty good.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
After he got benched, them benching him and him realizing he needed to change things, best thing to have him. That and also them drafting Tack McMillan.
Absolutely. And I'm just saying, I would like to see somebody who got, you come into the league and, I'm not always referencing the Chicago Bears, and I'm going to prove that right now, because I also know another 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback who's in the Hall of Fame by the name of Peyton Manning, who got benched in Denver, and then he came in and he just blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I'm just saying, because, of your wife, I would like to see the Carolina Panthers beat the
Rams again.
Yeah.
Because they beat the Rams, and that made us first in the NFC for a week.
And why can't they? Why not?
Absolutely. And it's a home game.
Yeah.
Because I forget if the first game was in Charlotte or not.
I think
but still.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see that just because I think that I think he got a fair shake. Everybody made fun of his size and this and that. We'll come right back to the Bears in a minute. And there was nobody around him. I mean, he didn't even have a fucking defense. But now
he didn't have healthy running backs. Yeah. And then Rico Dowdle, whatever the frick his last name is. But he's done well. But drafting the wide receiver obviously was very key. And their defense, who knows what's up with them?
Decent, but I think Bryce Young deserves a shot at a good playoff run, and that way he can say, see what, with what you were saying about coaching matters, right?
I mean, look at these playoffs right now. Chicago, Jacksonville, New England, Carolina, all teams that had question marks with their quarterbacks until they got the coach that quarterback needed.
Yep.
And you could say the same thing about Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah.
He's the first quarterback to win 14 games 2 years in a row with 2 different teams.
Yep.
And how many teams now are looking for a new coach, including a guy that was a Super Bowl winning coach?
Okay, first of all, hold up. Time out. Flag on the play. Jim Harbaugh? Seriously? John. I want to call him Jim for the moment.
But Jim is in Los Angeles.
Just stop. Stop, Mr. Know-It-All. You fire the coach. And I just like to say that Roquan Smith isn't a tackling machine as he once was. Patrick Queen wasn't who you thought he was.
I thought Patrick Queen was in Pittsburgh.
Is that where he went?
I think so.
Okay, well, anyways. I'm just saying, Derrick Henry was fumbling the ball. He wasn't running like the Derrick Henry, the future Hall of Famer. Lamar Jackson sucked, and I can say that because I had him on fantasy. Yeah. I took you in the second round, you asshole. Fuck off.
Never going to live up to that contract.
And 18 years, I would have just said, hey, you know what, one more year for you. And anyways, yeah, that's just me.
Obviously non-Bears related. Part of me kind of understands it for one reason. You mentioned his name, Derrick Henry. Okay. Derrick Henry beat the Green Bay Packers basically single-handedly.
Yeah.
And then you have a winner. Hold on. You got a winner-go-home game. And they said, I believe it was the 6th time that Derrick Henry has had over 120 yards by halftime. And then they barely had him on the field in the second half.
Right.
Same thing against when they were going up against Kansas City.
And he didn't play the last
in the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
And you had Derrick Henry run 6 times. You have one of the most running quarterbacks in history at your disposal, and you barely run the ball. And you leave it at the leg of a rookie kicker.
Yeah. Yep.
So I get it of them parting ways. It was the fact that they fired him is the brain teaser for me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of coaches that are now unemployed. Makes sense. But then him, and there's a couple of coaches that could end up losing their job with how the playoffs.
Tomlin is one of them, yeah.
Don't even get me started about that.
I like
Tomlin should not even be in question of the fact that 19 years, no losing seasons, and you're going to fire him because of how they are in the playoffs.
Yep. And can I just say one more thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers? There's a reason why he's the 3rd ever coach in the entire history of the Steelers. I'm just saying.
They pointed out the Las Vegas Raiders since 2017 have had more head coaches than the Pittsburgh Steelers have had in the last 30 years.
Yep. Well,
what does that tell you?
Cowher was 15. I forget how long Chuck Noll was there. And then Tomlin's been there 18 years. I'm just saying,
They were also talking about, because at work, I've been listening to a lot of Sirius XM radio with sports coverage, and they were talking about, I forget the name of a player, that he played for Pittsburgh, left for 10 years. Bill Cowher was his coach when he was there. Came back 10 years later, Bill Cowher's still his coach.
Yep.
And he said everything that Bill Cowher did was the exact same thing that he did 10 years ago.
That's why.
Going into the bye week, all of it. And to me, when you have a winning franchise, you need that stability at coach.
Yep.
And that's like what Peyton Manning said during the preseason before we even started the season. One benefit of us having Ben Johnson as our coach is he's the head coach and he's the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, as long as he's our coach, Caleb Williams is going to have the same offense year in and year out. Doesn't have to worry about an offensive coordinator getting hired as a new head coach, and then he's got to learn a whole new offense, which to me, I partially understand, but maybe y'all can help me understand that shouldn't the offensive coordinator be implementing the offense that the head coach wants?
Pretty much. I mean, that's why he's the head coach. And, we all know Caleb Williams' rookie season, 3 head coaches, all these offensive coordinators. So, yeah, I get exactly where you're going with that. And, yeah.
And obviously Peyton Manning knows a thing or two.
About
a thing or two.
I think it too. And I think my wife's ears just perked up. She's a Peyton Manning fan.
As she should be. If I started a team and could pick any quarterback through the history of the NFL, I'm picking Peyton Manning because
he's white.
Wow. That's not even cool. Because of how calculated he is. And if it wasn't for Tom Brady, who knows how many championships he would have had.
Oh, absolutely.
And don't even say because of Bill Belichick. It was Tom Brady, and it's proven.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, let's get back to predictions.
I kind of like how we
Well,
I kind of
because it's the end of the regular season and we're going into the playoffs, we're going to focus more about playoffs, and then when the season's over, we're going to be doing a lot of Bears-related stuff, but then also talk about a lot of football stuff.
I love football. All right, who wants to go first with a prediction?
I'm going to let you go first because, unfortunately, my drink is gone, so I might have to go get,
There's beer in the fridge and there's wine on the wine rack. All right, so I said it against the 49ers, and I watched the entire 49ers game, and then I watched the Lions game, and nothing changed. And until we figure out how to stop the 15 to 20 yard middle we're gonna get destroyed. Now, this is my prediction. I think we're gonna lose, unless Ben Johnson and staff says, "Wait a minute." The last 2 games we couldn't stop fucking shit. I just think that we don't have the right. But with Gordon being back, I don't know. But I'm just saying. I think we're going to lose. I don't think we're going to get blown out. I just think we're just going to lose something like 2019, 2017, because that middle's going to be open, and we in the last 2 games. Because let's face it, Williams killed us, and Amana St. Brown, however you say his name, fucking killed us. So I sadly, fans, I'm being honest. I think if we don't stop or figure out that they're going to, because we're getting beat deep. I get that, but that intermediate crossing, I think we're going to end up losing this game. Sadly, so. Yeah, I think like something like 21-20, 2019, 2017, we're not going to get blown out. So that's my prediction.
I know. I don't even know who you are anymore. I don't know if wearing the Lions gear has put the negative juju in your brain. But I disagree.
Shocker!
And I'm not disagreeing because of wishful thinking. I think we are taking this game, especially with it being at home again, because we had a shot to win the first game. Didn't happen. Mm-hmm. Had a shot to win the second game. It happened. And I think the trifecta is going to go to us of we are going to move on in the playoffs. We have a banged up Jordan Love. We have questions as to who their receivers are, and so on and so forth. I think, and Caleb Williams, his confidence level, they did an interview with him the other day, and he said he was made for this. Mm-hmm. And I think that is the best part of the whole thing, of the fact that he has got that confidence that you need from a budding superstar. And I think he's going to prove it in this game. And we are moving on to the next round. I'm going to say that we're going to have 28 points. And because Jordan Love is going to be coming back not 100%, coming back rusty, and the fact that Green Bay played better with Malik Willis into the game.
Yes.
And Malik Willis is not there this time to save Jordan Love. They're not going to be 100%. So okay. I think they're going to score. We're going to win by 7. So 28-21. And Caleb Williams is going to show why we went with him. Colston Loveland is going to continue being the guy that we drafted. So I think both of them get a touchdown. I think we see the Skywalker celebration.
Which I like.
Even though we got Rome coming back. Rome's going to have like a 50-yard plus game. He's going to show that he's back.
Okay.
But the only worry that I have about the game is the fact that C.J. Garner-Minshew Johnson might not play in that game because of the fact that he got hurt in the last game. It's the only thing I'm worried about, even with Gordon coming back, because we don't know what the hell's been up with him.
No idea with him.
But Booker's going to get to Love, and anybody that tries to say that his hit was dirty. What has me worried is, did you see the comment by Josh Jacobs?
No.
That there's a chance they're going to be hunting for Caleb to get even for Jordan Love getting knocked out of the last game, that they are going to purposely try to knock Caleb Williams out of the game
So
And let me see if I can find the actual quote.
You go ahead and do that. So Josh Jacobs is a running back.
Yeah, but
and that just goes to show the stupidity that you're. Why don't you just say, it was. Booker did not purposely try to hit. Yes, it was an illegal hit. He got flagged and he got fined. Let it the fuck go. Now, is there dirty players in the NFL? Absolutely. Is there dirty players that throw at people? Here you go. While he's looking at it, go watch a baseball game. A player gets hurt or gets beamed, right? Let's just say the Yankees Red Sox, right? Maybe not this day and age, but let's go back to the 90s, right? Yankee player get hit. What do you think Roger Clemens was going to do? He's throwing at the Boston Red Sox, okay? It wasn't a legal hit. I think people, our viewers, have watched the show long enough to know that we don't, we like to call it how it is. It was an illegal hit. He got fined. It was not a dirty hit because, Jesus Christ, just let it go. Shit happens. Accidents happen. Whatever. Let it go.
Hold on.
That's okay. Go on.
No, keep going.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Back in the 80s, Sixers and Celtics. I mean, how many times did Dr. J and Larry Bird get into it, right? Or how about Lakers Celtics? I mean, come on. That was dirty play back then. It's not. It's just whatever. I think it's completely fucking stupid to sit there and say that Austin Booker's hit on Jordan Love was deliberate. Okay, the hit was deliberate, but to hurt him was not deliberate. It's kind of like every time a quarterback gets sacked, it's almost like you got to lay him down on a you put your body weight on him. They're calling a flag. If you're 330 pounds, how the fuck are you supposed to do? I'm sorry, but if Josh Jacobs really wants to sit there and say that they're going to try to take Caleb Williams, that's just showing your stupidity, your stupid character, and it's wrong.
And this is the actual comment.
Okay, hold that 1 second. Because if a Chicago Bears player said, "Yeah, we're going out looking for Jordan Love," I'd be like, "That's fucking stupid." And I have said it on the show before about Luther Burton's tweet. What are you gonna do when you're? I'm like, stop that fucking. That's shit stupid. So don't. I mean, if you really purposely want to try to hurt somebody, you're an idiot, and you're just a fucking idiot. Go ahead.
All right. So this was the actual comment. I know a lot of guys took that hit that he took a little personal. So I'm not saying we're going to go out there and play dirty or nothing like that, but we definitely going to defend our brother. That right there, so guaranteed, hopefully the officials and the NFL are going to pay attention to the first quarter of play on how they go after Caleb Williams. Because to me, that is, like you said, why would you make a comment like that and highlight if anything happens to Caleb Williams, then you're setting yourself up for.
Yep.
You did it on purpose. I know in baseball, you hit a player with the ball, the pitcher from the opposing team,
the very next batter.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a favorite. It could be Derek Jeter. You know they're gonna beat him, right?
Yeah. But so, and the fact that you're saying that it's a running back saying this is kind of ironic, and you're not hearing anything from any of the defenders from Green Bay saying that, even though the only defender really on that team that does a lot of talking isn't even on the field.
Right. And if I was the Chicago Bears staff and the players, I'd be like, okay, so there is the potential here that they're going to try to get back at us. I would be watching film. I would be coming up with all these different schemes. And Caleb Williams, you have got to understand. And okay, the pocket closed quickly on him. Aiden Hutchinson and somebody else was getting in there. You got the All-Pro Campbell, the linebacker. I get that. Caleb Williams, I'm just telling you right now, if you see that pocket closing, a 1 yard gain is better than a throwaway. I'm just saying.
He's definitely been in a lot of Houdini action this year. And there are times that you've said that he's still looking down the field for somebody to throw to when he could at least ran for
I'm just saying. Yep. Just saying.
5 yards,
Yep.
even if it's going out of bounds or whatever.
And we know that when Caleb Williams gets going, he's over 20 miles an hour. And I'm just saying, but then again, I'm not Caleb Williams. I'm not Joe Montana. I'm not whoever. I'm not in that pocket. I don't see what they see. We're watching from a 4K Ultra lens, on our TV. So I'm just saying.
With Tom Brady telling us this is how it should be, and yeah.
But no, it's going to be a great game. I know that you and maybe the wife and daughter will be here, depending on what's going on. The beer's going to be flowing, so I might even just set up some. We might even. I was thinking about maybe doing a TikTok live, but
and having the charcuterie board because we got to have the cheese.
Charcuterie.
Best word in the English language.
Spell it.
Yeah, right.
No, but
I failed that spelling bee.
But I think you're gonna come over. I don't know. You come on over a little after 6 or whatever. We should be back. We got a bunch of some stuff to do. We'll start drinking. We'll do some shots. We'll do some belly shots. It's my job to make him break character and do this.
What are we gonna do with this guy?
We have no idea.
Hopefully, this is not the last video of us still playing, and if so, next week will be our year review. Hopefully, we don't have to do that for a couple more weeks.
4. I'm sorry, I lost count. I think we said 4 at least 10 times. So 4-game win streak after 2-game loss.
I will say one other worry that I have, and he mentioned it about us rooting for Carolina. If we win, Carolina wins, San Francisco upsets Philly, it means next week, Chicago. I believe, I'm not 100% sure with the seeding because obviously Philly is the San Francisco is the 6th seed, so I believe they'll play Seattle again. But then we play Carolina, then it's me versus my wife. And my wife's already said we're divorced that week. So.
Everybody's got to be here for that one. We'll put a TV in here so she can be.
We get the reaction videos of her with mean bugging.
I'm not videotaping your wife. I like life, man. Fuck that. I mean, I have never once seen your wife at all come remotely close to being mad at all, but I'm just thinking, no, I like life. No. Because I'll be like, you know what, you're right, that wasn't a legal hit. You're right. You're right, that wasn't a touchdown.
Wasn't that a pass interference? I will give her a lot of credit. She has embraced, understanding football because there was a couple of passes in the Carolina game versus Tampa Bay, and where Tampa Bay ended up winning, and she needed the Falcons' help, which she got.
Yep.
And then they fired their coach. How is that not pass interference? How is that not roughing the passer? And I'm like, trying to. Some rules I understand, some rules I don't, because the NFL picks and chooses which one they're going to follow, and
kind of like
hopefully I don't get fined by the NFL for saying that.
You mean kind of like the 8-yard screen pass behind the line before the ball was there and the guy was all over him? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Who knew?
But, yeah.
That will be, just before we go, that will be a hell of a game. Can you imagine if Chicago, because Carolina would have to come to Chicago.
Yes.
Can you, oh my God, I bet you your wife would really start drinking.
But, and then, depending on what happens between San Francisco and Seattle, we could have a rematch of the shootout.
Yep.
But in our house.
Fuck Brock Purdy. Cost me $800. Sorry, I'm still bitter over that fucking game.
You're bitter. I mean, that was a great game, man.
I mean, yeah, I walked away with $300, but if he did not throw that last touchdown, we can't.
The touchdown that we should have tackled it twice. And again, Dennis Allen, please get your head out of your ass and show why everybody said you getting hired was a good call. Let's just make it happen. Let's make it happen, Captain. Ben Johnson, tell your coaches, clean shit up.
As Ben Johnson would say, good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Until your good gets better.
And your better gets best.
I'm just saying, that's your
Bears
motto.
on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bears.
That's what I'm just saying. So,
That was pretty good. I like that.
I know. You know, and I was trying like not to look over my shoulder because I couldn't remember it. And of course, I'm not going to read there. But you know, I just like to say one more time for Will. We've been friends for a very long time. I really enjoy doing this podcast. Really appreciate your sympathy and your
Absolutely.
you know your understanding and you just your I don't know what I'm working for. Or just the respect factor from you and your wife and daughter. So really appreciate that.
That's another reason why I'm hoping our season continues, because just like Virginia, Doze is going to be watching from above.
Yep.
You know, barking as we're yelling.
And you know we always joked about that Dozer didn't like Will. It was just Dozer just didn't like he didn't like loud noises, and it just seemed like he would always just bark around Will, but only because he was just very protective. But no, I really just appreciate even for today. You know, your text was basically, listen, if you don't really feel like doing the show, it's completely
Yes.
you know, and some people, you know, in your position could have been like, listen, are we still doing the show or what? But I just wanted to say that here on the air that I absolutely just respect the fact that you know you were very aware of what was going on, and you were just so respectful. So I really appreciate that, and I wanted our viewers to know that. So,
like I said, pets are family too. So we lost a very key member of the Bears Bro podcast family, because your family, my family, we're all one big happy family. Sometimes, you know, depending on, you know, how the first half goes.
Depending on if my wife wants to cut off a part of your anatomy. Will, shut up, or I'll cut your dick off. Will, and Will go in the chair like this.
I almost had to use my safe word.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, but on Will's watch, he can make phone calls. Yeah. I swear to God, that game, he already had 9-1 dialed. Yeah, because we had brought in the Christmas tree, and I had left the loppers over there. That's right. Good times.
So, again, and yeah, we're the clock is ticking, and so for Big Will,
I am J Dubs,
and we are the Bears Bro Podcast. Bear down for life.
I never did. I thought he was playing a video game.